All right, we are live. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Market Trading. I'm your host, Vays. Markets are open. It is almost 11 a.m. Eastern time. Got my buy the dip cup. Let's go to the charts. I am off to LA tomorrow for Pacific Bitcoin. So those of you that are attending Pacific Bitcoin, you will find me over in Santa Monica, California. I don't plan to stay in LA an hour longer than I need to. So I get in tomorrow evening. I will be out of there first thing Saturday morning. Back from the moon. Yes, I was just a guest on Carl Moon's channel. Always interesting. Hey, we all have to reach a good audience. He has a large following, and it's fun. I usually meet up with Carl when I'm in Dubai. All right. Yeah, I've known Carl for a while. Let's go to the charts. So we're on a weekly scale. Well, all my arrows are now pointing to us breaking 28,000, even though I literally spent the last 7 days telling everyone that 28,000 is formidable resistance. And now my charts look like I'm an idiot because all the arrows are pointing to 30,000. And I'm not exactly sure why. I really did believe that 28,000 is going to reject the price of Bitcoin, and reject the price of Bitcoin it did. Look at this. As I made it very clear, we did not increase our allocation. The allocation remained 20%. So yeah, Bitcoin is doing exactly what I expected it to do. Once again, this arrow is pointing to the fact that I expected us to break out to 30,000. That is not what I was expecting. That was a possibility if Bitcoin establishes a position above the resistance level, which I was very, very skeptical on, as anyone that's watched my channel over the last 4 to 5 days knows. So I'm deleting those arrows. Clearly, we got rejected. This is why I wait for an entire candle to be above the moving average, and down we go. This box is completely viable. I still think there is a 55% chance we go into the $23,000 range, or 24,000, or just below 24,000. Now, the good news is it is possible that we're going to pull back into the 50-period moving average and then reverse off of it. That would be actually really, really nice. As this thing flattens out, starts to round as well, you have horizontal support right here, but I think that's way too close. I would like to see it go lower. I want to see the price go to 26.5 in order to like bounce off of the 50 period the way we got rejected by the 50 period. That would be great. It'll also give a chance for the double resistance to separate a bit, so that you have the 200-day and the 128-day having a little bit of space between them. Yeah, I mean, those arrows were there because I said if we end up breaking 28K, then 30K is going to be a problem. But we never even broke 28K. So, yeah, those arrows really should not have been there. Not much more to say on Bitcoin other than the short-term chart. This looks bad. If I was in a 6-hour trading competition like we do at the Financial Summit, I would absolutely be short on this 4-hour candle, and I would absolutely be short on this 1-hour candle. We are breaking the prior swing lows. This looks fairly bad, and I'm not expecting a good day. Probably a red star candle right here. Yep, there it is. Just like this red star candle. Now, this red star candle did not take us down. Yes, I would have been short on this red star candle as well, and would not have lost much. And this would have been my second try. And on this one, I am expecting us to go lower. All looks bad here. I'm going to go back to the 4-hour chart. Probably, oh, not a red star candle. The red star candle on the 4-hour was up here. And the MRI buy could come in later today. I mean, I think we're going to have another scare this month, and then another scare around the halving. I mean, the halving is too far away to discuss a scare. The halving is still like 5 months away, 6 maybe. GBTC discount is holding up. That's a good sign. Natural gas is consolidating, getting close to that $3 range. Remember, as natural gas rises in price into the winter, Germany is going to have a problem. I mean, last winter, they were dealing with falling gas prices as it got cold. This year, let's see how Europe behaves. Oil prices are ticking down a little bit. The government's probably selling strategic petroleum reserve. We will find out tomorrow night. Gold. Let's go to the short-term chart of gold. Is this an MRI buy on gold? Yes, it is. Boom. Daily MRI buy, beautiful reversal candle and extension C. If I was a futures trader in gold, as a day trader, I would have been trying to time the bottom in gold today. And wow, that was a well-timed arrow. Man, we should put together one of our MRI. I got just so much work to do. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but I'll try. Yeah, government is definitely buying high and selling low. What a call on gold here. Beautiful reversal this morning. Let's go to the 10-minute chart. Let's see when that happened. Oh, 10 a.m. What a surprise. What a surprise that gold futures reversed at exactly 10 a.m. Well, more like 10:10, but the 10 a.m. candle crashed us and boom, immediate reversal. That's pretty damn close. 10 a.m. right here, and you get the reversal. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Man, I haven't really chatted with Ugly much. Look at the daily candle on Japanese yen. I'll try to remember that. This is going to be a shorter video, guys. Just too much work. S&P 500 also as expected. I thought we can muster a little bit more upside before more downside. These arrows were placed perfectly. It is even weaker than I expected. We're going down a little too fast. I wasn't going to be happy about that. We're coming up on very significant support. October is the month that reverses the S&P 500. The daily, well, it's not exactly a short trade because it crossed way too high. But let's see if the bullish version will give us the perfect trade to the upside. The weekly chart in the S&P, how's our MRI indicator doing on here? Would love to see an MRI buy in a couple of weeks from now, but I think it'll be a little bit longer. I don't have my numbers here. Yeah, S&P has a support coming up at 4,200, but we're reaching it a little faster than I wanted. Yep, there's the daily. Complete breakdown, hence Bitcoin is dropping as well. Totally expected, but I'm still bullish on the stocks. The JOLTS report made markets flip out. Really? Surprised. We talked about the dollar on Carl's podcast earlier today. I am bullish on the dollar for the rest of the decade, even though I'm bearish on the United States. Both things can be true at the same time. The dollar is topping this week. I know this week is a crazy up candle, which sets up a nice correction in the dollar later this week or early next week. Let's go and take a look at the yen. Yen weekly. Look at that. The yen weekly is showing signs of strength as expected on the MRI top. Let's go to the daily chart, and it happened today. What is the MRI on the daily? Probably not as significant. No, it's flipping. Man, one more day. This can still be a warning candle. Whoa, lots of volatility in the yen. What the hell happened over there? S&P is not going below 300. I would really like to see a daily MRI top. In order to get that, we really need a close. That's going to be hard. Man, we need to close up here. We need to close all the way up here in order to get an MRI top daily. But that's okay. We're on a weekly top. There was a warning arrow earlier today, and the yen flipped out. That's a lot of volatility on one day. Euro weekly. Man, the euro is really crashing. The elections in Slovakia did not go well for the Communist European Union. Get ready for protests and potential overthrow of the Slovakian government. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, the EU does not like elections where the election was won on a platform of no more aid to Ukraine. And that's who won the election. So, I mean, the last thing they want is for that message to spread across the European Union. If you are pro-Ukrainian aid and wanting peace in Ukraine, you win the election. That's not what the Klaus Schwab team wants over there. Literally why they won the election on the anti-Ukraine platform. Let's look at that JOLTS report. It's not that relevant. No, I think it's just the 10 a.m. I don't think this is relevant. Like, I'm not even sure why they have it as 3 stars. The number of job openings rose by 690,000 from the previous month. I mean, it's a lot of job openings. Why would the market crash on that? I mean, that's good. People can get jobs. Well above the market consensus and indicating a robust labor market despite the Fed's unprecedented monetary policy tightening measures. Right. Like the Fed wants everyone to lose their jobs, when in reality, I mean, there's job openings. I mean, this is good. I mean, the fact that you have a lot of job openings means that you can hire a lot of people. Unemployment rate's going to come in low. I mean, companies want to hire people. The problem is, too many Americans are lazy, sitting on their ass, collecting unemployment. They don't want to go to work. Yeah, I mean, they'll probably raise rates, but that doesn't matter. Well, like the stock market, people are crazy, right? Why is this bad news, right? Like they're like, oh, the Fed's gonna raise rates, so we have to sell the stock market. But why? Companies are looking to hire people. That means companies have money. Companies are doing well. They're hiring people. When companies start firing people, they're doing poorly. When companies are looking to hire people, they're doing well. That is good for the stock market. The rate is irrelevant. I mean, this is what I mean. When the rate goes up, it should be good for the stock market. The stock market needs to be rallying on the news that the rate is going to rise. This is the stupidity when every time Trump was leading in the polls against Hillary, the stock market would crash. And every time Hillary would lead in the polls against Trump, the stock market would rally. And I used to look at that and I used to say, this is insanity. Trump is good for the stock market and Hillary's a communist. Like, why is the stock market rallying when a communist is about to be elected, but crashing when a capitalist is about to be elected? It's the stock market. It's supposed to embrace capitalism, not communism. And then Trump gets elected, the market crashes that night, and then goes on a tear to new all-time highs because people realize that Trump is good for the stock market. This is good news. The market will realize it's good news, which is why October is going to be the bottom for the stock market, and then we're going to reverse. How's Bitfarms doing? Actually, how are the Russian and Ukrainian currency? Well, Ukrainian currency is pegged, but how's the Russian currency? Still dropping. Man, if Russia decides to go on the offensive and just take 2 more regions, I expect this to like go like that. But I don't know when that's going to happen. That might not be till next year. Mexican currency's been doing really well. And then I think it hit an MRI. Yep, there it is. The MRI buy on the US dollar. And look, it's reversing now. Interesting. That was cool. Perfect timing on the Mexican currency. And it had a monthly too. Look at that. I think it was right. Oh, off by 1 month. Man, missed it by 1 candle. Yeah, Mexican currency is devaluing a bit. Makes sense. Ran a little hot. See how Bitfarms is doing. Back to $1. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I would have hit my stop loss. I would have been buying on the MRI, and it would have hit my stop loss. Would have made some money. Not much. Second consecutive? That'd be nice. That would be nice. What is the MRI? The MRI is momentum reversal indicator. It was designed by me to learn more about it. There's 2 places. You can find it on TradingView itself, which has lots of pictures and lots of descriptions. Under my profile, on TradingView. Also on Vays.com, products and services, MRI indicator. It has lifetime access for $400. It used to be in the thousands. I slowly dropped the price. I don't want to take advantage of people. Over time, I slowly dropped the price. If you want to support this channel, pick it up for $400, lifetime access. There's lots of descriptions here, Vays.com, products and services, MRI indicator. Also have some on-demand videos. What moving averages are you using? Well, I use different moving averages on different time frames. This is the daily time frame. So I use the 50, the 128, and the 200 right here. And on a weekly time frame, I use the traditional moving averages of 50, 20, 50, and 200. On my 4-day chart, which is the allocation chart, the Consensio chart, I use the 3, the 9, and the 30. 3, 9, 30, right? All right, guys, I got to get going. Thank you all for watching. Ooh, Riot on an MRI buy now. Is the used car market going to tank like the real estate market? I have absolutely no idea. Should ask Roger Veer. He used to be a used car salesman. I'm kidding. I honestly have absolutely no clue. None. I hope it does. I could use a used car. At the moment, I have no apartment nor car in the United States. I have an apartment in Panama, no car in Panama though. And at the moment, I have no car. Amara also has it. Yeah. So maybe Bitfarms was a bit early to the party. Maybe all of this is going to reverse next week or later this week. Canaan has it as well. Man, lots of MRIs. Lots of MRIs here. Man, I hear China is making pretty good cheap cars these days. You don't see them in America, but I hear in Russia there is lots of Chinese cars. I had no idea how expensive cars in Brazil were. They have a few Chinese cars. But India will probably be flooded with Chinese cars. China is about to get into the car market real nicely, as Europe is destroying their car market. All right, guys, don't forget, Financial Summit. Just 30 days to go. 30 days till the Financial Summit, November 5th to 10th in the UAE, Ras Al Khaimah, a few hours drive from Dubai. But these are the rooms. These are the rooms that come with the event. The room on the left, you get this room with your entry. The room's included. The room on the right is a $500 a day upgrade. And this is going to be your personal pool in that case. And unconfiscatable, coming to Las Vegas in 2 months. Only 2 months to go. Get your tickets. Get your tickets now. Let's see how many we have. Well, we only have 16 Carnivory tickets left at $350, and then the price goes higher. And 32 tickets left at $650 for the conference itself. And then the price goes higher. And poker. We are going to play poker as well. There it is. 0.03 Bitcoin for the poker tournament. We do not collect a cut. We do not take a rake. We get a sponsor to pay the $10,000 to $15,000 of expenses to create the poker tournament. A sponsor pays for that. So all the entry fees will be handed out to the final table participants if we have 100 players. If we don't have 100 players, which I know we will, then there may be less than 9 winners, but all of the entry fee will be handed out. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all on the next one. And really wanted an MRI top here. Not going to get it. That's okay. 28K. We knew it was coming. We knew that was resistance. Said it many times. Bye, guys.